How are you doing? It's Martin from Gardens for Life. So today is the big day. We're going to show you the results of our potato in containers experiment. We planted, I think it was about 10 or 12 buckets and 10-litre containers, so large containers with some chitted and rooted potatoes. This was about 3 months ago. As you can see here, they've flowered, they've leafed and flowered, and they did really well. And we had no blight, they've gone dry, and they did really well. Hopefully that same result is reflected underground in the root layer. So let's see how they did. We have 2 of them here that are actually labelled, which were earlier potatoes that weren't chitted fully. So how many is that? 10 actually. It's 10 plants. Let's get harvesting.
I'm using a helping that.
Let's see how they did. Are you ready?
Whoa. Potatoes.
Yay!
Let's put it.
Look. Wow.
Let's help.
Yeah.
Insect.
Yeah, there's a woodlouse here. Let me get him out. Now,
Wow.
look at that.
This water potato.
No, that's not the mother potato.
Let's find a water potato.
Yeah, here it is. There. Oh, not a bad
Water
one.
potato.
Not so bad. Here is a smaller one. Whoa, good few.
Is it cool? Ah, take it.
Huh?
I got one. Where's two? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Take it. That's the mother potato now, huh? Squishy. Not so bad. 10 buckets worth. Could be better. I think maybe we should have added a bit of some seaweed dust and some minerals like volcanic rock dust. That's what we're going to do. We'll try that next year, and we'll definitely grow more potatoes in buckets. Oca works really well as a tuber to grow in a bucket, and some artichokes work too, but they need a lot of watering in the summer. Now that's a pretty satisfactory result, I guess. Probably about 1 kilo per bucket on average. So 10 buckets makes about 10 kilos of potatoes. So we'll show you a quick clip here of the ones that we harvested from up the road from our bigger garden, and we planted the same potatoes. They're also chitted the same way, around the same time of the year. We planted them straight into a fresh garden bed, and they did really well. Like, we got loads of big potatoes per each plant, probably about 5 to 10, and I'll show you a quick clip of that here. Now, as you can see, we're at our garden here. This is the garden that is up against the south-facing famine wall, and we will harvest the potatoes here. We've actually harvested 3 plants already, but there's still some left. At least we'll give you an idea of comparable yield, for example. We ended up with this many potatoes from about 5 plants, so probably about double the yield, I guess, of the other plants, maybe 1.8 kilos or so. I haven't actually weighed them, but I'm just guessing. And definitely bigger potatoes in general, not so many small ones. So I think it's mostly down to potatoes need a lot of water. I reckon the secret is to just make sure that the potatoes don't dry out. I mean, we had a fierce drought here earlier this year in the summer, and basically I think the ones in the pots probably got dry, too dry sometimes. I did water them every once in a while if it didn't rain for a week, but as you can see, the ground can hold the water an awful lot better than pots. Of course, while we're here, we might as well show you this garden real quick. We're also looking forward to harvesting all of these ochas, and there's some tiger nuts here as well, and some yacons in the background, the big tall plant here. And these are the broad beans. We need to take those. Yeah, they're ready for harvesting, the broad beans. No, we need to cook them. So you can see here, there's a fair few of them. Well, our failed broccoli harvest is not going to waste. This broccoli was supposed to form a head, but instead it did not. It was more like kind of like sprouting broccoli, but didn't quite get to it on time. But it's not a complete waste, as you can see, because there's loads of pollinators here, including some of the bees, different variety. Actually, there's different species of bees here, I can see. And yeah, no, sure, we'll leave those flowers be, and then we'll chop them before they go to seed, and then we'll have another bit of space for planting something else, like chard or beetroot. And I also wanted to show you the ochas. Some of them are actually in flower now. We're growing some of them in crates, and some the same as the buckets that we grew the potatoes in. And can't wait to harvest these. As you can see, these are all in crates, just like these ones, and filled with compost with no maintenance whatsoever. See, here is one in just a 10-litre bucket or pot, and you can see here the ochas are going to flower. Can't wait to do some harvest videos on these again, because I think these would have done much better. These are new varieties that we've been growing for the last 2 years, and there's a number of different ones here, and there's some more here that were actually planted a bit later. I can tell straight away this is the Polish variety called Paskov. It has these distinct purple kind of stems, and the flowers are coming out early as well, and they have these kind of orange streaks to them. It's a very good variety. There's some strawberries that have gone wild. I hope you enjoyed that little potato experiment, and look forward to lots more harvest videos this autumn, especially the tubers, which will actually become available for pre-sale now shortly in the next week or so. and we're going to be shipping those out at the end of November, and we'll be doing lots of harvest videos and maybe even some storage videos as well on those, like the ochas, mashuas, through some artichokes, tiger nuts, apios and Chinese artichokes. Those are the ones we've got so far, and a few other rare ones as well. And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks a million, and give us a thumbs up if you like the video. All the best. Bye bye.